Welcome, everyone, to the Ultimate Vyse Breakdown. Today, I'm going to be telling you guys everything about Vyse in this single video, from her abilities to interesting facts about her, and even best maps to pick her. But before we start, I just want to ask you all to please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and I'm trying to grow my channel to help others like you. But with that out of the way, let's get right into it. Okay, first things first, we're going to talk about her abilities. Arc Rose, Sheer, and then finally Razor Vine, and her ultimate ability. Arc Rose is, to put it simply, a flash. But Vyse's flash is different. It's like if a Cypher Cam and a Breach flash met. The Arc Rose can be placed on pretty much any wall, and can activate by pressing the same key that you used to place it. But you can activate it from anywhere on the map. You can place it through walls to catch your enemies off guard, but take caution that a few seconds after you put down the flash, it isn't invisible yet, so the enemies can still shoot it. The Arc Rose has one charge, but can be reused every 30 seconds. Now, let's move on to her next ability. Sheer. Sheer is a wall that you can place down at certain choke points to stop multiple enemies from pushing up. The way it works is that once an enemy player walks past the line it puts on the ground, it activates. It is an indestructible wall that goes up almost immediately after someone walks past. Sheer is an excellent ability to isolate your enemies, but it only has one charge though, so use it wisely. Some people can counter this ability by simply jump peeking, but it won't activate for abilities like Yoru Clone or Gecko's Wingman. Vyse's next ability is Razor Vine. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Razor Vine is sort of like a slow orb that does a little damage if you try to walk through it. It can be used to cut off choke points and also get a little info because it makes a sound once a player walks through. But as long as you stand still in the vines, you won't take any damage. I'd say Razor Vine is probably the worst out of Vyse's kit, but it can still be useful in many situations. Beware that it can also damage you and your own team, so use it wisely. Razor Vine has two charges. Finally, we have the ultimate. Vyse's ultimate makes it so that all of the enemies' primary guns are jammed, so they can't use anything besides their pistol, as long as you're in the huge ultimate radius. If you're trapped by Vyse's ultimate, you can use abilities such as Chamber's Gun, Neon's ult, Ray's ult, and Jet Knives. And besides the abilities, you're pretty much helpless unless you're really good at pistols. Those are all of Vyse's abilities. So now let's hit the books and look at some facts about her. Vyse is a sentinel, but that doesn't mean that's all she can do. She's a very self-dependent agent that can frag out on her own to help her team and or herself. Vyse is presumed to be from South Korea, but Riot has yet to confirm anything, so we can't be sure. The word Vyse has a few definitions. In the English dictionary, one of them is a name for someone who lived by a boundary. Another is a physical imperfection, which may be what's behind the mask of Vyse. Nobody knows for sure though. It's all just a theory. Now we're going to move on to the most optimal maps and areas to insta-lock her. I found that Vyse is most useful on close range maps, consisting of Ascent, Split, and Sunset, whilst also being useful on maps like Abyss and Lotus. Each of them have their own unique ways of using her. The more we play Vyse, the more we can learn about her. But for now, that's all we have. So, peace.